Hi everybody, hi. Welcome to IGS Words of Life Messages. Uh, Good afternoon, good morning to some of you. I got a word from the Lord for you today. Um, and it's coming from Galatians, the 6th chapter. Let's start at the first verse. Start at verse 1. NIV version. Brothers, if someone is overtaken or someone is caught in a sin, you who are spiritual should restore them gently, but watch yourself, or you also may be tempted. Repairing the wound. Repairing the wound. Recently, Brother Ted Williams, the ex-homeless gentleman with the golden voice, was in the news to tell his amazing story on how God restored everything that he had lost. It seemed like 24 hours later, people was trying to tear him down. Why do we as a people do this? What do we get out of destroying people's lives? What purpose does that serve? There was an allegation that Mr. Williams had went back to drinking again. The church joined in being the devil's advocate. We should be repairing the wounds, not reinfecting the wounds. In Galatians 6, Paul is clearly saying, look, if a person mess up, don't tear him or her down. Restore them gently. Gently. In verse 1 of Galatians 6, the phrase that got my attention was, you who are spiritual. The word restore is a verb tense meaning renew, to reestablish. We who are spiritual should reestablish our brother and sister, not tearing them down. Romans 3:23 and 24, American Standard Version says, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is of Christ Jesus. We all have made mistakes. All of us. We all have made mistakes. It's what we do after the mistakes that counts. God has restored Mr. Williams' wound. It's up to Mr. Williams to keep it from getting reinfected. For the next few minutes, I'm going to break down verse 1 so that we all can understand fully on how to repair a wounded person. If a man be overtaken in a fault, Mr. Williams did something that we all as Christians need to pick up and take notes on. He confessed his past sins. God forgave him when man didn't. He confessed his past sins and God forgave him when man didn't. The healing of his wound began. James 5:16 says, confess your faults one to another and pray for one another that ye may be healed. Now where does it say? Get the news and social networks to tell your business. If a man be overtaken in a fault, pray for him, not judge him. Pray, not judge. Pray, not judge. If you are not God, you're not a judge. In the words of Tupac, only God can judge me. Ye which who are spiritual, restore. Christians and friends, Romans 2:1 says, therefore thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, Thou condemnest thyself, for thou hast justice that does the same things. Our job as ministers of the gospel is to minister, not to judge or condemn. When people fall, we are to put on a band-aid on the wound and move on, not pour salt on it and reinfect the wound. Let's stop the crab mentality. Let's stop pulling the wounded down so we can get on top of them and get uh, on the out part of the bucket. Let's stop. Mm. Jesus restored us by shedding his blood on Calvary. You want your wounds healed? Come and give your life to Christ, for he is truly the great restorer. Be blessed.